Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Bearded Bama Bushcrafter. Zane and I, if you can see him right there, we're turkey hunting. It is March 28th, Monday morning, almost into the afternoon. We got permission to come over here and hunt on friend's property. Trying to locate a bird. So, none's gobbled. So we're probably just gonna have to go in here and find a little place and set up. Zane's ready to go. But there's turkeys on this property. Last year, was able to call a bird up, and one of my buddies, the one who's letting us hunt here, he actually got his first bird last spring. So we're gonna see what we'll be able to do here. All right, so Zane and I, kicked the dead tree over on us. We're gonna go over here. We haven't been successful in getting one to gobble. It's late morning, almost early afternoon. With the limb stuck in the face. Look at it. And what we're gonna do now is just set up and just start calling. And I think we're gonna get right back up here on this little bit of a ridge, side of this ridge, and start calling and see if we can get us a bird. All right, so Zane and I are getting set up. Did you get that other shell? Okay, get your gun across your lap. We're trying to get set up. I have a feeling if we get a bird to respond, he's gonna be coming up from this way. Down here, I mean, you never know where the bird is. That's the thing about it when you get in the woods and you don't get a bird to locate. It's hard to know where they are. So we're gonna sit up here and we're gonna start calling and see if we can get these birds or a bird to answer to us and call them into gun range. All right, we set up and we started doing a little calling. Nothing's responding, but that does not mean a bird is not hearing us. Wild turkeys are very challenging species of game to hunt. Zane's over here. He's got a box call he's learning how to use. And we're hoping here sometime we'll hear a bird respond. It's a beautiful day. Look at that beautiful bluebird sky. Ain't it beautiful, Zane? Mm-hmm. The woods are starting to pop green. Everything's budding out. Spring is here. It was chilly this morning. It was like in the 30s, low 40s. But we're gonna sit here for a little while and see what we can get going. Maybe we'll have some action. But sometimes they'll walk in silent, Zane. I'm not hitting that one right.
I think I heard something. Like not a gobble, but
I hear a four-wheeler.
not like that. But you know, the sound that Sergeant Major makes when he puffs up.
That drumming.
Okay.
It's called spitting and drumming.
I think I heard that. What is this?
All right, there's somebody riding a four-wheeler on the adjoining property, and it's pretty close. So we're gonna move further in this way and see what happens then. But as close as that four-wheeler is, I don't think a bird's gonna respond to us or move in on us. So we're just gonna switch locations because setup is key. I think we had a pretty good setup here, but up there where the four-wheeler is going, it's kind of made this not a good setup now. So we're gonna move. Man, I wanted to share this with you guys. Look at this right here. Look how big this is. Fat lighter. This whole stump right here is fat lighter. Man, that is a
What kind of tree is that one?
from a pine tree. Wow, that stuff's so amazing. That is a huge supply of fat lighter. Look at how big it is to Zane. Here you go, babe. I'll have to come get this thing. Always exciting to find fat lighter, and that, my friends, is a massive stump of fat lighter. Yeah, big tree down there. Let's walk over here and look at it. This was probably a massive longleaf or a big loblolly, but all this right here too is fat lighter. Look at this. Can y'all see that? That is fat lighter. Man, wow. Cool find right there. There's all kind of fat lighter stumps up in here, but that, look at that big one right there. No, I'm pointing it the wrong way. Well, then where's it at, son? Right there. It's hard to find that thing when you got the camera. There's Zane. Right there. That's a big stump. And Zane and I would come up on a real pretty creek in here. I am not sure the name of this creek. Try not to get your feet wet, buddy. But we're gonna get over on the other side of this thing. Check this place out. It's pretty in here. This might be what they call Island Creek. I have to do a little research, and man, this thing, you could swim in this. That's that hole right there. That's deep water.
Can I take my shoes off?
No, you're not getting in it, son. You want to get in it.
Is it Paradise City?
Zane has found his paradise. But we're trying to find a place to cross this creek without getting wet. Zane's wanting to get wet.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
However, with the time getting on into the afternoon like it is, we've got a little trip we've got to make this afternoon. So don't forget that gun's loaded, son.
I know.
Got to teach them gun safety, and always got to stay on them. That muzzle and that trigger. You got to make sure where that muzzle's pointing at all times, and is that finger clear of that trigger, because that's how you get hurt and killed. Gun accidents when you're not handling your gun safely, properly. This is a nice little swimming hole. Look at this. This is a much larger creek than the one by our house. But I guess, being of the time in the afternoon. No, it's the same creek. This is a beautiful place in here. We're going to have to come back. I wanted to get over there, but we've run out of time for this afternoon. I was going to get up early this morning and get in here before daylight. However, I turned my alarm clock off, and I do that sometimes. I guess I needed to sleep. But it's been a nice little adventure, nonetheless. And there are all kind of... Zane, here's beaver tracks, man. This creek is full of beavers. Look at this. Let me see if I can get this camera down there. Hold on. Right here. Hopefully I'm getting that on the camera. These are beaver slides. It's not used a lot. But there are beavers. I have seen beavers. The highway is back this way. I've seen dead beavers on it. Actually, not on this little creek, but on a creek that's further up, that's smaller. They actually get out of it and cross the road. This one here, they would just swim under the bridge. But I have seen beavers up on the highway that's gotten hit by vehicles. I'm not saying there's full of beavers in here, but if you look, they frequent this creek. This is like a road for them otters. I'm guaranteed there's otters and muskrats in here too. I see coon tracks over on the other side of the bank. But we didn't get a turkey to respond this morning. But we're going to get back after it. I'm going to have to get out here and hopefully get in the daytime. Listen at me. Early morning hours. But we're going to ease back this way towards the vehicle. And we're going to have to head on and get ready for our little trip this afternoon. So what Zane and I are doing now, we're kind of exploring this creek. I love getting into new areas. And of course we're having to watch our steps because those no shoulders are out now. And I bet you this is a prime place for water moccasins and copperheads. But this is a beautiful place down in here. This camera just doesn't do it justice. And here's kind of an idea, a food for thought. Where Zane is on this little bar, you can get right there, and if you study those rocks hard enough, sometimes you find arrowheads there, artifacts and whatnot. They wash down these creeks from these fields, and a lot of times you can find them laying right here, exposed on these bars of rocks and stuff. But this is a prime place. I just wish I could show this on the camera really well. How beautiful. No, I got it. These big poplar trees and elms and bays. There are all types of trees growing in here. Dogwoods are blooming. And I've got a greenbrier going on my leg. That hurts. Greenbrier, like fire ants, scourge. It has gotten real thick, as I thought it was going to be along this creek. Man, this is a beautiful place. We're definitely gonna have to come back in here and set up camp and do some camping, some overnight. It is such a joy and pleasure to get out in the woods. Zane was wanting to get in that creek and go swimming. He was just, we're going to have to come back and let him get baptized in it. Baptismals in nature. We are walking and looking for antler sheds. It's been a while since I found one. It's been a great while since I found an arrowhead. But that creek could be promising. This is a beautiful place over here. And it's fun to explore. It's not a very big piece of property. I think it's 100 plus acres. Which that's, it's better than nothing. But there is a lot to see over here that we haven't been able to cover. So hopefully we'll get a chance to come back and do some more exploring. There's that big stump, Zane, a fat lighter. So we've made a big circle here. I want to get in here and follow that creek all the way to the road.
But we'll have to walk through the creek.
But we're going to have to walk through the creek. The Aquamans. Yeah, I want to get in there and look in those little sandbars and see if we can find some arrowheads. This is a beautiful place. Let's do a little spin around here. That's beautiful. It's thick. I know there's deer in here. Turkeys too.
What happened to that tree? Why is it not marked up on the side?
That's a big bay tree. Magnolia Virginiana. No, that's not a bay tree. Magnolia something.
What's
I think Magnolia Virginiana is actually a big magnolia tree. Those are all in the same family there, those bays. Magnolia something. Used to know all that stuff. Alright, we're going to ease on up this way. Maybe we'll find us a shed antler here soon. We found something that's pretty cool. Some fiddleheads.
I found a bunch of those. We have those in our woods.
Some of those are edible, some are not. So if you get out in the woods and you plan on eating things that you forage for, it's best to get you a field guide. Keep the field guide with you. Study it and know what you're picking and putting in your body, because some of these things can be toxic, make you very sick. And some of them, not saying these things, but there are things here in these woods that if you ingest, they're toxic and they can kill you. So always keep that in mind. I always have those monkeys hanging on my back. We have not found no sheds, but Lord, we have found the stumps. Fat light, man, it's so much fat lighter in here. You would not run out in a great while. The thing about finding those antler sheds, you have to get on them pretty quick. Of course, they're bone, so they're full of calcium. And with that, every critter in the woods, squirrels, bobcats, squirrel, even dogs, coyotes, you name it, they love to chew those things up and eat them. So you have to get out here and start looking.
Ooh, look at this bug.
A bug. Zane's found a bug. Big old beetle, isn't it? Yeah. Zane's found a big old beetle. I think that's what the grub worms turn into. Let's see if we can get the camera on this thing. This would be a source of protein, but you'd have to watch out for the pinchers on the head. Hopefully I'm getting a good shot of that. Those are edible. I've eaten them before. They're crunchy. The
You
head.
also ate a worm.
Yeah, worms and grubs.
$20.
I made 20 bucks off of eating a red worm one time. Was it a red worm? Wiggler? Whatever it was a worm. And we were up in this place swimming in North Carolina, and somebody had been fishing and left a bucket of worms. And I got one out and pretended like I was going to eat it. Somebody said, "I'll give you $20 if you eat that." And I looked at them and I was like, "For real?" So they said, "Yeah, all right, I have witnesses." Gobble, gobble, went the worm and made me an easy 20 bucks. So, be a cool way to make a living, huh? Eating worms. All right, everyone, we're about to come to an end to today's journey. My son I'm trying to teach him some woodsman skills. He's been walking too close to me. And when I walk past these things and they go, they've been popping him. And I'm trying to show him how to carry his gun slung over his shoulder without it hurting his little tenderness. But we've had a good time. You have a good time out here today, Zay? Oh, we found something. Let's go look at this. Stand by. Okay, this is a cool find. Check this out.
Pretty flowers.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Those are irises. And obviously, this is an old home site. Look how pretty these are. Full bloom. Here in the South, people would plant these around their home. And the way these cedar trees are growing, and especially these irises here, at one time there was a home here. And I see something else we're gonna walk over and check out. Definitely a telltale sign of an old home site. Look at these old bricks. Check this out.
I found part of the deer head.
And Zane's found part of a skull. Somebody shot that, and you can tell by these markings they hacksawed the antlers off. So that was a buck, and somebody took the antlers. You want to keep that?
Yeah.
Pretty cool finds here. Look at these bricks. These are old bricks. So definitely an old home site here. And there's more irises growing over there that have not bloomed.
Guys, that would be a good spot to find them. Arrowheads.
So
Here.
this is a neat little discovery here for us. We're definitely finding the evidence that people once lived here. This is an old pry top bottle. I thought it was a screw top, but if you look at the rim, you can see that a cap once fit this. We're gonna get home and clean it up and see if we can find a date. It's cool to come across these old home sites and to think about the people that once lived here. Probably sharecroppers. My grandfather was a sharecropper.
That was my great-grandfather.
Yeah, Zane's great-grandfather was a sharecropper here in Russell County. And You read about sharecroppers, that was a hard way to make a living. But that's where my family evolved from over the time that they moved into this area. We're sharecroppers and whatnot, farmers. And this is a neat place, so we're definitely going to have to get back in here and do some more exploring. And we're not worried about trying to get on a gobbler. Anyway, folks, I noticed this video is getting a little long in the tooth, so we're going to end it here. And I appreciate everyone who's following along. I hope you enjoyed this video of us getting out in the turkey woods this beautiful spring day and enjoying this beautiful bluebird sky. My son's with me. Was hoping to get him on a bird and, you know, him taking his first gobbler, but of course it didn't happen. But that's okay. Did you enjoy yourself?
No. It's like live.
He lied. I hope he enjoyed himself. I enjoy this, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're not subscribing, please subscribe to my channel and share it with others.
We need Molly for the outro.
Yeah, we need Molly's real good with the outro. She's real good with everything else. Intro, outro. Zane just stepped in a stump hole. All right, guys. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. And may God bless you. We'll see you later. Y'all take care.